coders, welcome to another brand new video where we'll be creating more games on Scratch. So, let's get to it. In this video, you will create a flag quiz to test yourself and your friends. In the quiz, 6 flags and the name of country are displayed, and you have to click on the correct flag to match the country. Click on the flag of the country for which you are being asked. What you will learn: how to broadcast a message and have other sprites respond, and how to select random items from a list. So let's get to it. So right here in this game, you can see that I have my game opened. So if you click the green flag, it says click on England. If you click on England, it's correct. Click on Italy. If you click on the Italy flag, it's correct. Click on Belgium. If you click on the Belgium flag, it's correct. So as you can see, in this game, I'm guessing the flag's name and country. So what we're going to do is create. The first thing we need to do is draw the flags. So open the Guess the Flag Scratch Starter project. Open the starter project right here. It says Guess the Flag's Resources. Then we're going to select the Costumes tab. You should see 8 flags there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Scroll down, and 8. So scroll to the bottom of the list of costumes where there are 2 blank costumes. Right here. Flag 1, flag 2. These costumes are there so you can add your own flags. So click on the Your Flag 1 costume and change its name to the name of a country. So your flag, I'm going to call this one Indonesia. And now I'm going to go to the internet and I'm going to draw the color of the Indonesia flag, which is pretty simple. The red is the top half, and the white is the bottom half, like that. Okay, so that's an Indonesian flag. The last flag, I'm going to make it Poland. So I replace your flag 2 with Poland. And it's just the opposite of the Indonesian flag, which the bottom half is red and the top half is white, like that. Okay. So if you guys do get stuck on finding a flag that's easy to draw, go onto the internet and type in the flags of the world. You'll find plenty of flags to draw from. But I'm going to be using Indonesia and Poland. Now, the next thing we need to do is go to the scripts area. So we're going to be in the scripts area. So as you can see, in the scripts tab, there is a list called flags. So if you go to data, you should see a list right here, flags. It's even shown on the stage. This is where you store the names of the countries that your game has flag costumes for. So we're going to add 2 more code blocks, 1 for each of the other 2 flags you created. So there is a total of 10 blocks that add all 10 countries to the flag list. So as you can see right here, we've got Japan, Belgium, Italy, Turkey, Denmark, Chile, Botswana, and Bangladesh. So what did they use? They used this block here, which is the add 2 blocks. So let's drag 2 of them and just replace the word thing with those countries that you had. So the first one I had was Indonesia, and the last one was Poland. Okay, so now we have 10 flags. So now we're going to click the green flag and check that the countries appear in the list. So we click the green flag. There we go. All 10 countries appear on the list. But what happens if you click it once more? It does 20. So the countries get added to the list again, and the result is a list of 20 countries instead of 10. So at the start of the code, add a block to delete all of the countries in the list before adding them. This will stop the countries from being added to the list more than once. So we need the delete block right on top. Make sure it says delete all of flags. So next thing we're going to do is make a custom block. A custom block is a special block right here. It's in more blocks. It is a special block with a name. The custom block you will make will let you create a list of flags using only this one block instead of lots of blocks. That's amazing. So let's click on more blocks right here and then make a block and call your custom block create flag list and click OK. So look what happened. We have now another code called define create flag list. So what we're going to do is drag all the code away from below the when green flag clicked block to below the new create flag list block. So we're just doing this. Now, below the when green flag clicked block, add the new create flag list block right here. So now, the next step we need to do is choose random flags. For each round of the quiz, choose 6 random flags from the flags list to be the options. So we're going to create another list, and we're going to call this list chosen flags. Chosen flags. This list will store the 6 random flags. You can check it right here. We can put it together. And now we're going to create a variable called flag number. Flag number. Okay. So now we're going to create a custom block and call it choose random flag. Choose random flag. Okay. See, we have another block. So now we're going to add code to the custom block to set the flag number variable to a random number between 1 and the number of lists in the flag list. So what we're going to do is just go to data and drag out set flag number 2. Then we're going to go to operators and drag out the pick random number 1, 2, and then we're going to go back to data, drag out length of flags. There we go. Like this. Flags. See? So we can put this here. Okay. Put this right here. So now we're going to add another block called item 10 of flags. So right here, item, type in the 10 of flags. Okay. So we're going to combine this with insert right here. Insert flag number, right? Oh wait, insert item of flag number of flags at last of chosen flags. So the insert item flag number of flags at last of chosen flags. I know, lots of flags. So now we're going to add the custom block choose random flag block to the code that runs after the green flag is clicked. So now we go to more blocks, choose random flag. So now we test several times. All right. So now if you've seen that you've been clicking the green flag lots of times, your chosen flag list quickly fills up with more than 6 items. So we're going to add a block to delete all the items from the chosen flag list before choosing 6 flags for the quiz. All right. So go to data, drag out delete all of chosen flags, go to control, drag out repeat 6 times, and then choose random flag right there. So now you can test your code once again. All right, you see, a couple of times. Now, if you have noticed that some of the countries get added to the list more than once. Here, Belgium, Belgium. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make sure that we're going to add the block to the end of a custom block code to delete the flag number from the flags list after it has been added to the chosen flags. So now we're going to go to data and drag out the delete and say flag number of flags, right? Of flags. Flag number of flags. So that if you click, it does not repeat the same flag more than once. So now we can have these to be unticked and the flag number as well. Okay, now we need to have another step called choose a correct answer. So now that you have a list containing 6 chosen flags, choose which of them will be the correct answer this time. So we're going to make a variable called correct answer. Correct answer. Right, we can also untick that. So after the 6 flags are chosen, set the correct answer variable to be a random item from the chosen flag list. So we're going to be working with this code right here. So you're going to say set correct answer to item of random of chosen flags. Very simple. The next step we need to do is show the flags. So the person taking the quiz needs to see the pictures of the flags in the chosen flags list. So we're going to create another block and call this one clone flags. Clone flags. Clone flags. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. So in this one, the custom block will clone the flag sprite 6 times, one for each flag that should be displayed. The first flag should be displayed in the top left-hand corner of the stage. So we're going to go to looks, drag out the show block, and go to motion and drag out the go to X and Y block, which must be minus 170, and the Y value should be 120. So minus 117 for the X value, 120 for the Y value. Now, below that code, you need to add a loop that repeats 6 times. All right? So what we're going to do is go to control, drag out the repeat loop and say 6 times. Then go to looks, drag out the switch costume 2. Just going to put this here because I know I'm going to need a lot of space here. So it's going to be switch costume 2, go to data, item, here, item last of chosen flags, create clone of myself, delete last of chosen flags, and change X by 110. Okay, so now we're going to add your clone flags block to the end of the code that runs when the green flag is clicked. So this code right here. Okay, so I'm just going to put this one here. All right, so this code right here, you're going to add in clone flags at the bottom. So now we should run the program, and as you can see, it gets cut off by the edge of the stage. So instead of putting all 6 flags in one row, we should make 2 rows of 3 flags. So in order to do that, again, we're going to be focusing on this code right here. So let me just move this. We're going to need the if statement. Okay. Then we're going to go to operators and need the equals to block. And then we're going to need length of chosen flags equals to 3. Go back to motion and drag out the go to X and Y value. So the X values are minus 170. The Y value is 50. And you should see 2 rows when you click. But now we have the original flag sprite that is visible at the end because it's repeating twice. So we're going to add the hide block. So we're going to add a hide block at the end of the code inside the clone flags block. So at the end we need to hide the block. So if you click, it does not show. All right, next step we need to do is ask the questions. So let's ask the player to name the flag for a particular country. So in this, we're going to need the broadcast the message block. So go to event, broadcast message, and call this message announce country. Okay, and we're going to put it at the bottom of this code right here for the green flag right here. So now we're going to add a new sprite of our choice. So I'm going to pick a bear. So bear 1 is going to be my quiz master. I'm going to drag him right here at the bottom. Okay. All right. So now our quiz master is going to be asking us the questions, telling us to click on the correct flag that he's going to announce. So we're going to drag when I receive announce country, we want to say, and go to operators and drag out the join block. So it should say click on, go to data, correct answer for 2 seconds. All right, that's what he's going to tell us. So now we want to check the answer. So we're going to go back to our flag sprite, and we're going to make a section when this sprite is clicked. All right, when you have the correct answer, it should say something. When you have the wrong answer, it should also say something. So this code, just going to put this one right here. We're going to say, oh, sorry, just going to make a nice space bar here, space. Okay, flag, there we go. So we're going to go to events and drag out when this sprite is clicked, create flags list, if then statement, operators equals to block. Then we're going to have item 1 of flags, make sure flags, go to looks, drag out costume hashtag, replace it with the 1, and say correct answer is equal to correct answer. Then we need to say correct. If we get it wrong, it should say sorry, that was wrong. Okay, so now you can click the green flag and test it out by answering 1 right and 1 incorrect. Indonesia is this one, and click the green flag once again. Bangladesh, this one, sorry, that was wrong. So now we need to add a score. So we're going to create a variable called score. Okay, we can drag the scoreboard to the top left hand side. Top right hand side, sorry guys, top right hand side here. Then we can have when green flag is clicked, set score to 0, and it should always change score by 1 when you answer it correctly. So now we want a start new round block. So we're going to create a new broadcast that sends the message start the round. Start the round. Start the round. So we're going to add when I receive start the round block, then move all of the code from below the when green flag click below the new block. So when I receive start the round, we want our set score and choose random, this block right here. Everything here, put it there. And then we're going to move the block of set random right there. So here we go, like this. It's a lot of code, guys, I know. Then we're also going to put a broadcast at the end of the question. Sorry, that was wrong. So now if you click Belgium, if you answer next one, look at that, it's a bit messed up. So we need to fix this. So we're going to say broadcast another message called clean up. Clean up. We're going to set the flag sprite to delete this clone. So when I receive clean up, it should delete this clone, right? So place the cleanup broadcast in between the the if statement, the if else statement, and in between the broadcast dot around. So now you can click the green flag and play your game and see if it works. Indonesia is right. Oh, that was wrong. Ha, I made the game a little interesting. So click on Italy. There we go. All right, so we have come to the end of the game. So this is how your game would be playing, like this. So Poland is the bottom half is red. Poland again is the bottom half right here. Indonesia is the top half. Japan is right here. Okay, so you guys can see that the game actually works properly. So what you guys can do, this is a challenge for you guys. You can improve your game by adding a high score block. You can add a timer for each round to force the player to give their answer quickly. You can add more flags to make the game more challenging. If the player clicks on an incorrect flag, have the game remove that flag and give another player a chance to answer correctly before the next round begins. Make this game a two-player quiz where players take turns to guess and their scores are recorded separately. So you guys can do that. You can improve the game, make it more challenging, make it more fun for yourself. And yeah, that's how we have created the Guess the Flag. Thank you for your time. To book a one-on-one session online, visit www.pingacademy.co.za.